I'm great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of invasion. Welcome back to the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. This is episode 606 of the show. How's everybody doing? That's right. We've done this 605 times before. And after today, we'll have gone another hour of me trying to answer as many immigration law related questions as I can. How is everybody doing? What's going on in your neck of the woods? I see a lot of good comments. A lot of our friends are here. Let me go through and say hello. Idanide is here. Hello. Egyptian Hawaiian Tooth Fairy. How about that? Hello. Old Creaky Bones wants to know about getting malpractice insurance. Would you guys believe it that some states don't require you to get malpractice insurance? The lawyers don't have to get malpractice insurance. But my answer to you, Old Creaky Bones, is if you're representing a client who can sue you, you should have malpractice insurance. You never know what's going to happen. We got a hello from Faisal. Hope is here from Florida. We got Wendy in Nashville. Muhammad is looking forward to talking to me. Jay Cruz is here. The waiting room is full. Roy is here from Schenectady, ready for class. Hello, Roy. Hoolie's here, watching all the comments. Hello, Hoolie. How you doing? Hina is here. Yu Yin is here from Virginia. Nice and sunny. It rained here a little bit. It's been cooling off. We've been having some weird weather. Nora and I were driving home from softball practice yesterday, and it was raining cats and dogs. Rocio's here grading papers. Kwaku is here from Kentucky, as usual. Traylene says hello. Shauna says hello. Lindy's here. Ricky's here. Prince Vishnu, freshly minted green card in hand. Ricky Rax is here. Benz is in Montreal. John's here. Maggie, Sandra, and Anthony. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I got a massage, so I just got off the table a while ago, and so I do sound a little bit tired. How's everybody doing? I'll try to bring the energy, Vishnu. How's this? Is this a little better? I'm so happy to be here. I can't wait to answer all of your immigration questions. Let's get going. Let's do this. I'm so excited. I'm going to start this show off with Rumana. Hello, Rumana.
Oh, hey, thank you so much to let me in.
How you doing?
I am doing good. I was super excited to meet you and talk to you. I never knew that you exist. So, So I'm from Toronto. I have a little bit of a situation here. I don't know whether this is a good time to say.
You go, girl.
Okay. My son is a U.S. citizen, currently living in Seattle, applied for me. The I-30 was approved last year in September, and I think I did a boo-boo there. My son, by mistake, did put something that requires us to send I-824 to bring the paperwork to NVC, I guess. So now it's almost 7 months. My I-824 is stuck at Texas Center. And funny thing was, we never knew where the application is because we never got any information back from them. After 6 months, last week, I found out that it's in the Texas Center, and the waiting time would be about 14 months. So I'm kind of like in stress because I have 2 other kids in my head that eventually I have to apply for them. And I am kind of like, not doing here. I've been waiting for last almost 2 years ever since I applied that hopefully I'll be moving soon. So I'm kind of in a situation that if I can get the result faster or find a way out, how I can expedite the whole situation, that would help me.
So your son is a U.S. citizen?
Mm-hmm.
And he filed an I-130 petition for you, but he made them think that you were inside the United States versus in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So you filed the I-824.
Uh-huh.
Did he file an I-130? So how old are your other kids?
One is turning 18 and another turning 15.
And what's your plan if you got your immigrant visa tomorrow? What would be your plan for those kids?
I need to apply for them.
You as the green card holder mother.
Yes.
Okay. And so with each passing day that they don't give you your visa, the kids are getting closer to 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to me, it's absolutely ridiculous that an I-824 takes 14 months. It's literally the simplest form the government has. So the idea that it takes 14 months is absolutely outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That being said, I think you should sue them to approve the I-824 and send your case to the National Visa Center. I just did this for somebody in St. Louis, and it went like that. They're not going to write me on
Really?
it. Yeah. Yeah.
So how do we
Yeah.
process?
So send us an email, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com, and say, I'm Rumana. I was the first person on the show on Thursday, and Jim says I need to sue the government for my
Wow.
I-824. And
Okay.
send us the I-824 receipt notice, will you?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I never got a official paper mail from them, but they gave me the case ID,
Okay.
the receipt ID. Okay. So I logged in and I add my case there. Says that the receipt you were looking, or you want the whole mail?
Did your son? I want to see the receipt notice. Did your son get a receipt notice?
No. They say they mail it to us, but we never received it. Like to my son.
How do you know the case number then?
I called last 6 months. I've been calling the U.S. Immigration. Finally, I got hold of them last week.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Send me an email. I think I can get this moving.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye, Rumana. See ya.
Bye.
All right. All right. That was Rumana. Munzir's here. Hello, Munzir. He was here yesterday, I think.
I was here yesterday. How you doing, Jim?
Good, buddy. What's up?
All right, so I want to touch base on carry on what we left yesterday. Hopefully, I'm going to keep it short. Just to recap, I'm a diversity visa winner, Syrian citizen, but also Canadian citizen. And there was one of the points that you were about to bring up, but I cut you off yesterday that I could really, really use some help. It's going to be diverting a little away from immigration and maybe a little into politics. I want to set my odds if Donald Trump gets into office. How screwed?
Zero.
Yeah. What do you mean zero? Like zero chance of surviving that, right?
That's right.
Okay. Is that because I'm born in Syria? Like Canadian citizenship won't save me here?
No, it's because the last two or 3 years of the Trump presidency, they didn't process diversity visa cases at embassies overseas.
Oh, so it's not like only the Muslim ban, so it's also all diversity cases.
Yeah, so it's sort of two different ways. That's right.
Because I'm also concerned about the ban coming back into action, right? The 7 countries ban, and because I'm born in one of them. I guess I want to ask you this. Assuming that ban is initiated again for Syria, for citizens of Iran, Syria, Iraq, whatever, and I'm a Syrian and Canadian, would that ban still apply to me? If I enter with my Canadian passport?
Yeah.
It would? So the dual citizenship thing will not exempt me from the ban?
I'm pretty sure no.
So,
hey, so let's talk this through. So if I'm you and I win the diversity visa, I would at least explore the possibility of, if Donald Trump wins the first Tuesday in November, I would explore the possibility of coming to the United States on a visit if my diversity visa becomes current before January 20th when he takes office, and then trying to adjust here if I can. Otherwise, I think you're going to lose out on your green card. I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying that's something we might want to try if things go sideways in November, which I'm pretty sure Donald Trump's going to win. I was thinking about it today. The way that these courts and Republicans are just bending over backwards for fascism, I think we're really headed towards fascism. And I think I'm pretty sure Donald Trump's going to win the presidency.
I'm feeling that way too. What do you think about J visas? Because at least they're like the least scrutinized non-immigrant aside from the L and the H. Would that be a better option?
Problem with J's is a lot of times they require you to go back home for 2 years.
Even if it's not done yet and I'm doing AOS?
Yeah.
So F1 maybe, B1, B2?
Yeah. But see, the problem is with F1 and B1s is with the diversity visa, you haven't demonstrated immigrant intent. You can try it. How old are you?
I'm 25.
When did you stop going to school?
I'm actually attending school right now.
Yeah, so maybe.
I was thinking maybe doing like a 1 year or 2 year diploma at community college, maybe. I was
That's a
gonna do
great
that
idea.
either way, to be honest.
That's even a better idea of mine.
I mean, I was gonna do that either way, regardless if I won the visa or not. I was gonna attempt on getting either a J
Yeah.
or an F, but I'm
Well,
concerned
at
about
least, I
dual
mean,
intent.
you know, there are J's that don't include the 2 years, so you could explore that. But to me, I just don't trust those J staffing companies, those ones that process. You know, I can't do a J. You can't do a J by yourself. You have to go through one of those companies, and
Yeah.
I've seen too much sleazy stuff to really encourage people for that. So I'd rather stand on my own 2 feet, find a school that really wants me, and get an F1.
What about dual intent?
Diversity visa doesn't bring up dual intent.
But I already submitted my immigrant visa petition, the DS-260. So it's on
Yeah.
the DHS.
Yeah, so you probably should have done the F1 before that.
Exactly. I didn't know I'm gonna be going the AOS route, or I didn't even bring it up, to be honest. I'm not a fan of the AOS. I'm gonna be completely honest.
So you're not a. Oh, where'd he go? I don't know. Somebody didn't pay his phone bill. I'm sure he'll be back tomorrow. He was here yesterday. All right, all right.
Yeah.
Let's wait. There he is. Hi,
Hi.
Moonzir. You
Hi,
there?
sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm back.
No worries. So, did you say you're not a fan of AOS? Why are you not a fan? I mean, DV through the embassies is almost impossible. So you should become a fan of AOS.
I mean, especially Montreal with the DSF F35 phenomenon. You're definitely right on
Yeah,
that.
right.
But I'm concerned about dual intent, to be honest. I mean, CBP pulls me over, says, "Oh, we got a
It's
DS-260
not,
on here."
it's not CBP so much. It's that they're not going to give you an F1.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're the ones who will be processing that because I don't. Oh, by the way, I'm visa exempt because I don't need a visa. I apply for it at the border, as far as I'm aware.
For an F1?
Yeah, because I'm Canadian, they don't require an actual interview.
I believe you, but I don't know that to be true.
I believe Canadians do not require a visa at the consulate. For F1s, they just get it at the border. Same with TN, J1s.
That could be true.
I mean, if that's the case with CPP, I mean, let's say I was able to get.
Yeah, no, CBP is going to give you the same grief. You're going to have that same problem.
Exactly. So either way, looks like I'm toast either way when I'm looking at it. So
We'll see. Let's just wait and see what happens.
because I gotta plan it out early. If my case goes current in January, I'm gonna have to be in the US a lot before that, right?
I think that's true.
September, October, November, maybe. So I gotta plan my grounds from here. And if it's too late, oh, by the way, also one more thing. The KCC, the consular center that's responsible for DVs, once they send that out to the embassy, there's no going back, as far as I'm aware. Is that true?
I don't know.
Like if they sent out the case from KCC
Probably
to the consulate in Montreal, I enter the US and I tell them to bring it to the US, they won't let me. They say that the interview is not
that's
scheduled.
true. I don't know that that's true.
I guess I'll have to wait and see what my options are, but it seems like I'm toast regardless. Thanks a lot, Jim. I really appreciate it.
Bye, Munzir. See you, buddy. All right, Talep is here. Hello, Talep.
Hi, can you hear me, Jim?
Yeah, buddy. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Great. What's up?
I would like to ask a few questions, different questions. The first one is, I have a friend of mine. He has, I think it's called, he has a social. It's called DHS, I think. So he was a PhD student. He got this social security to work with a specific company, but then they said, well, we don't need you anymore. So I want to hire him a different company. Is that social can be fine with it without showing them this? Because some companies they're just gonna hire. Like, it doesn't have to be like a big company, either a driver or whatever. Is that social can work? Is he gonna have any problem if you work with using that social security?
You're asking the wrong question. The Social Security with or with, I mean, the Social Security card, I think what you mean is it says that it's only valid with proper DHS authorization. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to find out is what is his visa status? What gives him the Social Security card doesn't give him the right to work. It all depends on his visa status.
So if his visa status is still like on working, he can just work anywhere with this social, or no? He still have to every time he has to work, he has to.
Okay. What kind of a company do you have?
It's just a driving company, so he has to. It's not gonna be related to his school, but he needs money and he needs to work. He's been here for 6 months, and he couldn't work.
He's on a PhD program?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not supposed to be working for you.
Okay, so he only has to work for the people who would just give him the authorization. That's it.
At his
Okay.
university. He has to work at the
Okay.
university, or if he's on OPT, he can work for them. It's got to be related to his field.
Okay. Okay. My second question is about my marriage. I want to ask I'm now at the removing the I forgot what they call them. I'm trying to apply for 10 years of green card. They send me the extension, and as you in your video saying it's gonna take 4 years. That's what they said in the paper too. So can I apply for citizenship after 1 year, like after getting this paper, which is gonna be 3 years?
Yes, you can, as long as everything's okay with the marriage. If everything's okay with the marriage, you know, a year from when you file the 751, you file the N400, and then they probably get decided together.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, the last question is I got the jury thing, and I've seen some videos with some lawyers. They're saying you should not do it while you're a green card holder. It's gonna affect you when you're trying to get your citizenship. That's why I canceled it just yesterday to tell them I cannot do it because I'm not a citizen. Is this true?
Yes, that's true, but you have to do something more than what you did. You haven't done enough. There's something else you have to do. Would you like me to tell you what it is?
Yeah, please.
Most likely, the reason that they put you on the jury list is because they have you down as a registered voter.
Okay. And then what
So-
should I have to do for this?
So what state do you live in?
California.
Okay, so this happens a lot on the West Coast because they're so eager to encourage people that they register non-citizens. So you have to go to the California Secretary of State's office, and you have to check to see if you are a registered voter. If you are a registered voter, you need to say, I'm not a U.S. citizen. I need proof that I've never voted, and I need you to take me off the voter rolls, and I need proof that you took me off the voter rolls, because otherwise you're not going to be able to get your citizenship.
Okay, so I have to go out there and do it now, or you just wait through the website?
No, you got to go.
Okay. Okay, I think that's all. I have another question that's a little bit weird. Uh, oh, I have like a person, like a lady, she wants to divorce from someone, and then she want to cancel all his paper. What is the first step to do it? Is it just to send a message to the UCIS?
I don't help people with that.
Sorry, I mean, like someone want to cancel a paper, like
Right. I don't help people. I don't help people with that.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
don't help people mess with someone else's immigration status. Thanks, Taleb. See you, buddy.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, bye. All right, all right. Let's see. I'm going to clear out. There's some people in the waiting room that are. All right, Cosmic Arts, are you there? Hello.
Hi, yes, hi, Jim. I have a few questions which are kind of interrelated. My first question is about my EB2 and IW. If I want to apply for that, I have my master's from Canada, my bachelor's degree from Iran, and I have done 2 or 3 publications from my master's here in Canada. And my total citations in total are about 170 altogether. And I have won a few, maybe one basic, most important award, which was in US, and another one in Canada, which was related to my thesis and the competition. I want to know, first of all, my born place was in Iran. Would I have any chances with these for EB2 and IW, given that I have also worked in the same field of educational technology? This is all about educational technology, and my bachelor's was in computer software engineering. Would I have any chances or a strong chance for EB2 and IW with these history? I've worked for about 10 years or more, actually, after my master's, and also I have worked in the same field of technology before my master's as well. How much do you see the chance of that? And also, with given the chance of presidency of Trump, how much do you think it can work? And my other question is about humanitarian reinstatement for my father, which I would ask after this.
Let's do this one first.
Thanks.
Let's do this one first, okay?
Yes, thanks.
So you understand that for most people who want to get an employment-based green card in the
Mhm.
United States, you understand that 90% of the people go through the perm
Mhm.
process and they find an employer
Mhm.
to do that. Like that's the general rule. The general approach is
General.
you want to get a green card through employment in the United States, you have to find an employer. They have to figure out that there aren't any Americans who can do the job
Mhm.
and that you're the most qualified person for the position that's offered. That's how it's
Correct.
supposed to go.
Yes.
So the exception to that is if you can prove
Mhm.
that it's in the national interest of the United States, that the
Mhm.
United States will benefit by
Mhm.
not requiring you
Mhm.
to find an employer like everybody else.
Correct. Yes.
So
And
why would it be in the national interest of the United States
so I
to not
have
make you find a
mhm.
job? That's question number one.
Yes. Yes, this is some things that I have found the potential for my work in how it can enhance several areas in states in several areas that I have explored. They are all related to simulation and technology for enhancing some fields. I don't know exactly. I still haven't started to know how I can go about this, how I can expand it, but I may have to, think more specifically, narrow it down to maybe one specific. If you think that's what it should be like, that I would like to work specifically on this field with my thesis and what I've done, I can bring forward these results if I come to US. Of course, these are the things that lawyers can also help if I get
Yeah, I
help.
don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of lawyers promising a lot of stuff about NIW that I think really needs to be examined. So I think your first problem is that it doesn't sound to me like right now, like you're articulating why it's in the national interest of the United States. That's problem number one. Problem number two, a master's degree versus a PhD, I don't think that cuts it. I don't think a master's is going to rise to the level of important enough work, no matter what the field is. If you're doing something that was absolutely crucial to the United States, like something that they really needed right now, like if it was during COVID and you were doing COVID work, maybe a master's would pull it off. But I think without a PhD, that's another big strike.
I
The
see.
third strike to your plan is that you are outside of the United States, not inside the United States. Now, we have a good
I'm in
friend
Canada. Hmm. I'm
that's
a
outside the
Canadian
United States.
citizen. Yes.
Right. That's outside the United States.
Yes.
So
Right.
we have a friend of the show, Princess Lizzie, who all by herself was able to get an NIW approved in England without being in the United States. But I think it's much, much harder to get the embassies to give an NIW visa than it is if you're inside the United States. That's
I
number
see.
three.
Okay.
And then number four is the issue that you raised, which is they always slow down immigration to the United States for people from Iran, men or women. So overall, I think that I think that the fact that you haven't articulated, and I don't think lawyers will promise you that they'll tell you that they'll be able to prove that it's in the
Well,
national interest, but I don't believe them.
okay. Well,
So hold on, just real quick. Let me walk you through my thinking.
Sure.
My thinking there is that if the only issue was that you haven't articulated national interest, I think that gets us to a 40% chance of success. Then the fact that you only have a master's, I think that cuts it down to about 20%. Then the fact that you're outside the United States cuts it down a half again to 5%. And then the fact that you're from Iran, I think cuts it down again. So I think it's a very, very small chance of success.
I see. So is this I still haven't narrowed down right now, but for the purpose of applying, it would for sure be narrowed down to one specific.
It's not about narrowing down. It's about what is the work that you're doing? Why does it make America better? Why shouldn't you have to find an employer? If this is such a great idea, why aren't employers knocking down the door to hire you?
I have not yet started applying for US. I actually applied for a US company before becoming citizen, and they gave me a job offer verbally when I had an interview. But then then they realized that I'm still not at that time I was still not a citizen. They said that, well, we thought that you're a citizen because if you were
U.S. citizen or Canadian citizen?
Sorry, Canadian citizen. Yeah, at
Yeah.
that time I was not yet, but right now I am. And I wonder, do you think, because I have this chance, that I can get a job, even a temporary job or something, from US like I did before, and go to US because I have some relatives and like they can probably help me, and like it's for staying for, and that's not important. But then if even if that employer would not be able to sponsor me for the visa, I may have a higher chance of looking for other employees, or I don't know. Do you think it would be better for me to, before Trump gets president, which I don't know when it would be?
And that's what I wanted to say. So now you're on the right track. Now you're saying the things that I like. I like the idea of you trying to come to the United States. Have you looked to see if your occupation? It sounds like it would be a TN eligible.
Yes, I am. Yes, I
Yeah.
am.
So yeah, I would focus 100%. I would throw NIW out the window. I would focus on trying to get to America fast before the election, and I would focus on companies that have sponsored for TNs. Absolutely.
That would sponsor for TN, but if I would not be able to find a company there that would sponsor for TN in this short time, then what do you think? I would go with any company, and then I would, for switching my company, then I would have to leave to the border and come back if I find another employer during working for the.
But if you come not on TN, what are you thinking, on an H-1B or what?
If I come on the TN, I really don't know whether it would be H-1B or I really don't know. I may, because I'm still unmarried, I'm still single and looking, so it's a chance that I may find someone there as well to me.
Right. So that I would focus on coming on a TN and then settling down, see what happens, do a good job, see if they want to later sponsor you for an H-1B, or if somebody else wants to sponsor you for an H-1B, or see if you fall in love and get that route. But I would throw NIW out the window, and I'd focus everything on TN.
Okay. That's great. Thanks so much for letting me know. And then, is this true that if I come there, of course, it's better for me to come with someone with a company who can sponsor me. But if they can't, is it requiring, switching between companies requires me to go to the border and come back again to, if I want to go with
TN, yeah.
Like if I go with, let's say, company one, and in the middle I find another company can also sponsor, and I want to switch, I need to go out of US to the border, come back with the new employer. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, that would be a quick, I would not have to come back to Canada to stay for long. It would be just at the border. Switching would be fast, right, at that time?
As long as they let you back in. Yep.
And so that's good. Thanks so much for letting me know. And the story about my humanitarian, can I ask about that?
Actually, no, I got to go. I'm sorry. We took a long time with that one.
No worries. Thanks for another time. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. Devendre's been waiting. Hello, sir.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Great. What's up?
Question. So how much will I don't know if you guys do it, but I'm a 10-year green card holder. How much will it take for me to pay you to represent me till I become a US citizen? For example, if I travel abroad and then CBP trying to questioning me, and then I told them I don't want to answer question until I speak with, for example, if I hire you, how much
two things. They'll tell you, okay, you don't have to answer any questions, but you're not coming into the United States. That's number one. And number two, you say, I want to call my lawyer. They'll say, okay, call your lawyer. And then you hand them your phone, and they say, who's this? This is Jim Hacking, the lawyer. And they say, they don't talk to lawyers. So there's no reason for you to hire me to do that.
No, I was just asking. The second question. So, is it better, for example, if someone have a criminal case pending, which is gonna be denied in the future, is it better to apply in that same state that you have that case that was dismissed, or it doesn't matter? You can apply any states.
I mean, you're going to disclose the crime either way, right?
Yeah,
So I don't think it matters.
because I don't want them to, for example, to be like, oh, they interpret the law differently since every state is different.
Mm-hmm.
So
So in answer to your question, I don't think it matters. I'm not one of these people that plays offices because you never know which officer you're going to get. You could get the meanest, dumbest, ugliest officer in the nicest office, or you could get the nicest officer in the meanest, ugliest office. So I just don't spend much time worrying about that.
okay, no worries. That was my question. Thank you.
Bye, buddy. See ya. Yep. All right, we're going to go to Gabby next. Hello, Gabby. Hi there.
So, hi, I'm a Brazilian. I'm a lawyer in Brazil, and I'm here in the United States to make the LLM program to become a lawyer here. And
Cool.
I will make the bar exam in July next year. Okay, so right now, my studies are online, so I don't have the student visa, but I'm here because I would want to university and I really enjoy stay here. And I'm going to the library, studying here when in the tourist visa. And I want to try to apply to extension of my tourist visa for 1 year. If that's a good idea, because my
No,
reasons.
it's not a good idea. Who told you to do this?
Oh, I didn't. I'm like just looking for, so if that would be a possibility for me
No, don't
to
do
stay
that.
here.
Do not do that. That's just going to screw up your immigration if you file for an extension of your visit so that you tell them, so I can keep going to law school, they're going to get pissed and they're going to mess up your immigration future. So don't do that.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't see another way I could stay here.
You could try to
Yeah.
get an F1 and get an I-20 and change to an F1.
Yeah, but the price of the school online and in person, it's real.
But
It's
why
a
is
really
that a
big
surprise? Why is that a surprise to you?
No, yeah, I cannot afford in person, can afford online. But yeah, okay, it would be just
Okay,
that.
good luck.
So, thank you.
Hopefully in law school they teach you got to follow the rules. Got to follow the rules. One of the basics of being a lawyer. Dan, are you driving or are you set? Not driving. Dan's here. Hello, Dan.
Hey, can you hear me, Jim?
Yeah, buddy. How you doing?
I'm blessed, can't complain. So the last time we spoke, I had gotten my work permit. Yeah, but crazy enough that my green card got approved like on the 15th of May.
Nice.
I was like, whoa. I was like, damn, that was quick.
No interview?
No interview.
When did you file?
On the 26th of March.
So you got it in less than 2 months.
Just in 2 months.
And how long after you got your work card did you get the green card?
No, I checked online. Yesterday they said the card was produced. I got a new social and I got the notice. So they said online the status is card is produced. So I asked how long after does it say card is produced you actually get it?
For a while it was the next day, but lately it's been about 6 weeks.
Okay. So in that time period.
6 or less.
So I have a question, like how long do I have to wait till I apply for citizenship?
So how long have you been married?
I've been married, it's going close to a year.
I'm sorry, how long?
Right now it's 6 months.
Yeah. So you'll get a 2-year green card. So let's say the green card is dated, just to make things easy, let's say the green card comes on June 1st. So on June 1st, you'll have been married less than 2 years, which means that before the 2-year anniversary of your green card, so June 1st of 2026, in the 90 days before that deadline, you'll have to file an I-751. And that'll get the conditions you'll receive a conditional green card. So that's to get the conditions removed. So that form is called an I-751. You'll file an I-751. You'll send them a bunch of documents that show that you and your spouse are still married, that you're still living together as spouses. And then they'll send you an automatic extension letter saying, we're going to process your 751. In the meantime, while your green card expires, here's a letter that says you can leave and come back, leave and come back. And then 1 year after that, so January or June 1st of 2027, then you can apply for citizenship.
So this hypothetically is like, what's the chances of there being a 10-year green card in that?
0.
0.
You have to be married. If the day they print your green card, your marriage is less than 2 years old, you'll get a 2-year green card, not a 10-year. And if they send you a 10-year green card, call me back because we got to fix it. That's a mistake.
I might not call back. Wait.
All right.
Is
Yeah.
it a mistake on their part or my part?
Yeah. Either one. If there's a mistake, I mean, we've had plenty of people who get a 10-year green card by mistake. And so they never file a 751 and then they apply for citizenship. And then they say, your citizenship is denied because you never got conditions removed, even though we gave you a 10-year green card because we're so dumb.
Yeah.
So a 10-year green card, receiving a 10-year green card that you're not supposed to get actually is a bad thing, not a good thing.
So I had a question. Me and my spouse were looking into me joining the Air Force.
Yeah.
And that's just, I was speaking to a recruiter. Like, everything of mine seems good. He asked me if my green card was a 10-year or 2 years. Like, I haven't received it yet. He's like, does that affect?
I don't know. I don't believe anything the government says about joining the military and becoming a citizen faster. I think they're full of shit. So I don't believe them at all. If you want to be in the military, go be in the military. If you're doing the military stuff to become a citizen faster, I'd say screw that. Get a job, make some money. You've already got a green card. I would not go anywhere near that recruiter again.
Okay, I appreciate you, Jimmy. Thank you, man.
Bye, Dan. See you, buddy.
I'll let you know once
What do you say?
I'll let you know once I get my green card in the mail.
That'd be great. Thanks, buddy. See you, Dan. All right. That was pretty fast. 2 months. 2 months from start to finish for that green card. That's how that shit's supposed to work. Hadameen's wondering, hey, how much do you charge for a lawsuit against USCIS? The filing fee, $405. The legal fee, $5,000. If you want a payment plan, you pay $3,000 plus the $405 to get started. If you want to do, then you pay $500 a month for 4 months. If you want to pay up front, you can say $500. So then it's $4,500 plus $405. So there we go. All right. I-824's here. Hello.
Hello. I was in your show like 2 years ago.
Nice.
Thank God my problem was solved.
Good.
But right now I have a new problem. It's not mine, actually. It's my friend. So she married a United States American citizen. Unfortunately, he passed away last week.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I know that she have application to get her green card. 130 was pending. So she crossed the border and they give to her the pardon from that. They take her off her deportation. They take off, and then I spoke with the lawyer because she don't speak very well English. Me either, but I can understand better.
Yeah.
So she said that first she said she don't have to go back to Brazil to apply as a widow. So now she said to us yesterday that she will have to go back to Brazil. And I don't know what to say to her because I do not understand about that.
She needs to talk to a lawyer. That's not the kind of thing I can answer. I need to see her whole history. I need to see what the status of her deportation is. There's
that was removed.
No, that's not true. That wasn't removed. There's no such thing as it was removed.
Okay.
It's still on her record. We don't know. I mean, she entered without inspection. When did she enter without inspection?
Oh my God, it was 2007.
Yeah. So no one can give advice like this over a phone call. This is something that has to be researched. Yeah.
So to recommend somebody, I am in New York, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can help her with it, but it's expensive. This is going to be, a $10,000 case to get her status and everything. So we can help her, but it's a big project.
I know, but she have to go back to Brazil or
sweetheart. I don't know if she does or not.
I don't know.
No.
Okay. So the other thing maybe you can answer, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So her husband don't left a will. So everything he has automatic come to her. But I don't know. She have to go to the court for transfer everything, whatever. But she don't have a social security. She don't have a paper here.
Mhm.
And I don't know. Her husband don't have kids. It's just her. So she don't know what to
She needs to
do
talk. She needs
because how much is
Does he have a lot of assets? Well, where'd she go? I don't know. All right. We'll see if she comes back. I don't know what happened. All right, Aladdin's here. Hi, Aladdin.
Hey, James.
How you doing?
Good. How you
Good.
doing? Actually, I gonna spoke from my friend.
Okay.
So he applied for the citizenship, and he wanna change his name, but he forget to change in N400. But he wanna change his middle name and last name. It's not
Mhm.
his. And his interview is almost is coming too.
No problem. So when he goes to his interview, this is actually a big issue that they talk about at the interview. One of the main reasons they do the interview is to see if he wants to change his name. So they'll go over all that. Even if he had said he wanted to change his name, they'll ask him. Even if he doesn't, they'll still ask him. So at the start of the interview, they'll say, this is what they'll say. They say, what is your name? My name is Abdullah Rahman. Abdullah, do you want to change your name? Yes, I do. What do you want to change it to? I want to change my name to Abdullah Muhammad Rahman. Okay, no problem. Fill out this form, sign here. They do it on the iPad. You sign it. Now, the one thing that he should know is it will slow down his citizenship, right? So he can do it, but when he goes to they have to do this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They have to do a background check on his new name. So
Okay.
that takes an extra time. Plus, when you change your name, you have to go to the federal judge. You can't just do it administratively at USCIS. So totally can do it. They'll address it at the interview. Everything should be fine. Just know it's going to take a little bit longer to become a citizen.
Okay. So thank you for that. I have someone who wanna enjoy.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
2 for 1 deal.
Hi,
Hi, how you doing?
good. How are you? My name is Christina.
Hi, Christina. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. What's up?
And I have a question about my daughter case. I have a daughter in Egypt,
Okay.
and I left her when she was 3 months, and then I came to USA here.
Yeah.
And after I came here, my husband, he was there too with her, and then I started to do the program. I want to bring her there, and then they tell me it's gonna be hard because you don't have the green card and all that. And I did. They say there is a program, we're gonna do it for you, but it's gonna go slowly because you don't have green card. And I did the program, and after like 3 months or something, my husband passed away. And then I went to them and I told them like my husband passed away. No one like gonna stay with her. So, and if I can do anything more faster, they was like, no, there is nothing faster. But in Egypt, they just started like calling her. Uh, and they said they did the visa for her, but the visa they didn't accept it, and they're gonna do another like emergency visa for her so she can come. But every time I ask them about like what happened, they be like, maybe it's gonna take long, and some of the caseworker they be like maybe 4 months, and the others be like a year and a half or something. So, what do you think about that?
Who is they?
In how to say it, immigration, UN, no, IOM.
IOM. Okay. So she's a refugee and you're a
Yeah,
refugee. You can
but she's a refugee.
she's not a refugee.
Yeah, Mia was a refugee, and her dad, he was a refugee, but she wasn't. She's
Okay.
not.
I gotcha. Okay. And so a program had started to bring her. Was your husband going to come too, or just her?
My husband passed away. He's dead.
No, I know that. But when you started, was he supposed to
No,
come too? You were just bringing her.
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
born here.
Okay. And I'm sorry that your husband passed away. I forgot to say that. I'm sorry. So right now,
Yeah,
how long have you been in the United States?
I'm still like I have only almost 2 years, and I applied for the green card, and I'm just waiting for it.
How long ago did you apply for the green card?
It was October. Last October.
Okay. And so do you know what the name of the form is that you filed for your daughter?
No, they didn't tell me. Every time I ask the lawyer here, she'd be like, I don't know nothing about it. But every time I try to call her, but she doesn't pick up the phone, so I don't know.
Is this a,
I did WS
say that
Church Word
again?
CWS Church Word Service. Yeah.
Can you ask her to make a digital copy of your file and then send it to me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, send it to me.
Where should I send it?
Right there, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. Info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. Just say, I'm Aladdin's friend. I was on the show with Jim on Thursday. Here's a copy. I'm trying to bring my daughter as a refugee she's in Egypt. Where are you from originally? Sudan?
Yeah, South Sudan.
Yeah. Yeah, send it over and then make sure you send me all your contact information and I'll call you back.
Oh, so you make it like you can do it, or maybe
I don't know, but I can help you figure out what's going on. Right now, I think I know what's going on, but I'm not exactly sure.
do you have any any idea, any program that I can start it again, like in other place and try?
I want to see what's already on file, then I'll tell you that.
All right, okay, then I will.
Thanks. Okay. Bye, Christina.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right. All right. We got Ho in the house. What's up, Ho? Hello, Ho. Can you hear me? All right. Ho's out of it. This is the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. I'm an immigration attorney practicing law throughout the United States at our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. This is episode 606 of the show. Going up tomorrow to Dearborn, Michigan. We're going to open an office in Michigan this year. So that should be exciting. Going to go see some friends, see some relatives. Speaking of Michigan, my Uncle Ren, my mother's oldest brother, passed away yesterday. He had lived in Michigan for a really long time. So it's all sort of connected that I'm going to Michigan. I'm going to see his granddaughter tomorrow, and then his daughter and grandson are coming here. So we'll be doing the funeral thing next week. My Uncle Ren was a real character. He used to come to St. Louis and take us out to Steak and Shake. I don't know if you guys have Steak and Shake where you live, but it's like a sit-down fast food place back in the day. And he would, when he was done, after we had dinner, we would go out to his car. He'd roll up all the windows. He had a big Cadillac, and he would give us stacks of $100 bills, and we could throw it around in the car as much as we wanted. It was crazy. It was crazy, but that was my Uncle Ren. So Alair Hamu, as my wife said, and we'll send good thoughts for old Uncle Ren. I'll keep you posted on that. All right, Rachel's here. Hi, Rachel. We'll send good thoughts.
Hello.
How you doing?
I have a question for you. My husband is
Can you turn down the audio?
sponsoring. I'm coming up with the words here. There's a little bit of a lag. I cannot hear if you turn it down. Okay, so sorry about that. There's a little bit of a lag. Anyway, we filed for them last April. They're in the middle of filling out the DS-260. They were approved for the I-130. And my father-in-law just lost his job.
Rachel,
sorry.
Who's applying for who?
My husband sponsored his parents.
Okay. So the I-130 is approved.
My
The
husband
pending.
sponsored his parents.
The I-130 is approved.
the question I have for you is he lost his job, and I'm wondering how that is going to affect their application, I guess. I don't know.
He's going to need a co-sponsor.
Yeah, they I think they're just starting that part of the process where my husband is their support, or what it's called. I can't think of it.
The affidavit of support. Yeah, he's going to be the sponsor. So they have to find a different U.S. green card holder. He's still the primary petitioner, but he has to find someone else who makes enough money who's willing to sign an I-824. Primary petitioner, but he has to find someone else who makes enough money who's willing to sign an I-824.
Oh, okay. So he needs my in-laws will need a second affidavit of support because he lost his job.
Correct.
Okay. And my other question is, so when they're coming over the border, like if okay, let me start that over again. If they decide to come to the US for a few months before the last part of the process and they stay with us, what do they tell the people at the border?
They're just coming for a visit?
Like they're going to live here.
Yeah, so that's called immigrant intent. That's going to get them in big trouble. So they shouldn't do that. They should either finish.
They're going to live here.
They should either finish the whole process, or they should. I mean, I can't tell them to come and do that. Process, or they should. I can't tell them to come and do that.
Okay, so it would be best for them to finish the whole process in Canada and then come over the border, basically.
That's right, with their visas.
In Canada, and then.
All right, I'm gonna let her go. That lag is driving me crazy. Thanks, Rachel. Sorry about that. The drag, that was quite a delay. All right. Oh, Matt's here. Did you guys see Matt yesterday? Matt, for those of you who stayed along at the end of the show, Matt and Priscilla showed up. They were in St. Louis, but they couldn't park in front of our office because we have very small streets. Hey, guys. What's up? Hi, Priscilla. How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Good. What's up?
It's her birthday today. Yes, it is.
Happy birthday, Priscilla.
Thank you so much. Well, we
1 year ago.
1 year ago. What do you want me to say?
1 year ago. What happened a year ago today? That's when it was looking like you wouldn't be able to. We were on the show.
Okay, but yesterday we no, today, this morning, my medical, right, honey?
Yep, everything's in. Now we're just waiting.
Awesome. Great. That's great.
Yeah.
But 1 year ago, when I called,
you were very nervous.
Well, she had just filed for the second time for her visa. Now, you take it from here. You got to get used to talking to people. What if we get an interview, Priscilla?
She's great.
So good. She said, we said, I said, it was a second time. And you said, oh, the odds are not in your favor. Usually if they get denied from a country like South Africa the first time, you're probably looking at a denial the second time. And we just prayed and prayed and prayed.
So everything worked out.
And it did. It's been an amazing ride.
That's tremendous. I'm very happy for you guys.
But now I can park for a second now. I'm at a delivery right now, and I had to get somewhere that I could stop. This is cool. We were watching. I don't know if it's a video or your show. I think it was on the show. And someone was saying, "Oh, we just can't get that birth certificate, or I don't know how to do it, or this." I tell you, if somebody's going through, and you said, "No, you get it." That they request something, you get it. You find a way. You don't give up. You do everything. No stone unturned. You have to get it. There's no excuses. You said no excuses. And boy, we went through that. We were just at wit's end, and finally, we found, so you have to, it costs money. Everything is something good, worthwhile is gonna cost some money. And we found a place that, and they made no promises. They were, listen, we don't know exactly when. We're dealing with home affairs in South Africa and they never made promises, but they smashed expectations. They went we got it so fast. And
The first time we got it, it had some errors on it.
some typos.
Yeah.
And they let you know that. They say, hey, these are just being put, they come out of the vault, they're getting the information, they're trying to go fast. Sometimes there's going to be typos. And that's another cost to have them do that again, because they're their service. But anyway, you have to we've just been dedicated through the whole thing.
We waited like just for a week, to get my dog.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But it was our second try. It was the first time we tried another way.
Where did you do your medical, Priscilla? What city?
In Arkansas.
In Arkansas. I'm going to Bentonville on Saturday. Nor has softball tournament in Bentonville.
Are you going to Michigan?
I'm going to Michigan tomorrow, and then I'm coming back to Michigan. I'm just going for a day.
We're in Michigan right now.
All right, cool.
All
right, guys. Good to see you. I'm going to let you go, okay?
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good night. Yep. That's crazy. A year ago, they were giving up hope. Marcella, what you got? I like those glasses.
Oh, thank you. I just got them.
They're badass. I like them better than mine. Can we trade? How you doing?
So I was on the show maybe like 6 months ago, and I asked about my husband lives in the UK and I live in the US. And we met in Vegas and we got married, and and we're meant to file an I-130, and that was 6 months ago, and we haven't filed it because we've just been caught up in our own lives and we just haven't found the time. But I'm going to the UK in June, and I've said, okay, we have to file this I-130. Like, it's been way too long and time is passing by and we can't let it, we just can't. So I know
don't forget, there's a big orange idiot going to get elected in November who's going to try to stop all immigration. So yes, you need to hurry up.
Yeah, I know. And I know we're just silly. So I guess my question is, would I be able to file in the UK? Like, if I were to have all the paperwork?
How long are you going to be gone?
For like a week.
No, that's stupid. Just do it when you get back.
Okay.
But just bring everything with you so that you can have all the right forms, have all the documents, everything.
Yeah, that's what I just need his help. He works in finance and he's just so much more detail oriented than me, and I can't do details, which is why it hasn't been submitted yet, because it's in my court now. So I was also curious, do you know how long it would take for it to get approved? Do you have like that type of situation, like someone from the UK?
Yeah, it's going to be about 2 years. So that's another reason why you should have done it 6 months ago.
Yeah. I knew it'd be taking a while. I know we're just so.
Marcella, you should probably call the office and say I was on the show. I want to talk to Jim. We have other options we can talk about. Maybe we could meet with your fiance and at least, if nothing else, I can yell at you both to get you moving.
Yeah, I'd be happy to call the office.
Yeah.
Is it the number down there?
Yeah, or you can email info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com and say, hey, I was just on the show.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds good. But okay.
All right, cool.
Also, wait, I had another question. Evidence-wise, so okay, I have all this evidence up until January because that's when I was planning on sending it in. So, but ever since, we haven't been together since January because I have to be down here for work and he's been up there for work. So we've seen each other maybe one time in March. Like, what would I be able to show what would I have to include to show that we've still been in like an active relationship?
Text messages and 2 trips in 6 months. That's more than most people. If you're going in March and you come back in June, that's 2 trips in 3 months time. So that's good stuff. Not bad. Your tickets, your hotel. If you go out to dinner, keep the receipts, pictures, all that stuff.
Okay. Okay. And then I already have a pretty thick packet. How many more pictures? Because I think that's the overwhelming part, is like having to gather more evidence for like these 6 months that we haven't been together. Like, how much more evidence do you think?
Evidence of March, evidence of June, that should be enough.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Marcella.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, everybody, that'll do it for today's show. I'm not sure if we're doing a show tomorrow. I'm traveling. I don't think we are. Julie, are we doing a show tomorrow? I don't know. I think it's up in the air whether I do a show. Let's see. I think it's up in the air whether I do a show tomorrow or Friday. So your best bet is going to text the word show, 314-470-3300, 314-470-3300. Text the word show, and you'll get alerted whenever we're about to go live. You'll get a link to the waiting room. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. No, whenever. Bye, guys. I'm great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of invasion. I mean,